The Long Walk. This is the story of John Baptiste. A long time ago, there was a small village. It was tucked away between dirt roads, rocky hills, and ancient trees. For the people who lived there, life wasn't easy. Opportunity was as scarce as clean water, and most days went by without much hope. Yet among them lived a boy named John Baptiste, a boy born into this cycle of poverty. Every morning before sunrise, John would leave his home and start his long walk, armed with nothing but a high school degree and an indomitable spirit. He set out to conquer the world. The language sounded different here. People's attitudes seemed colder. The city was a labyrinth, each street corner presenting new challenges. The big capital city beckoned him, promising opportunities and dreams. Shining shoes on street corners, carrying water for people, and selling fruits on the roadside. These became his routines. His days were filled with odd jobs, each one a small victory against the odds. So he began volunteering at a local clinic, assisting the doctors and observing their work. John juggled multiple jobs, mentored underprivileged youth, and assisted in research projects related to his field. Then came the year that changed everything. Leaving his friends and budding career behind was tough, but John knew this opportunity was too good to pass up. It was a humble beginning, yet it brought him closer to his ultimate goal. The air was charged with possibility, echoing with the dreams of countless immigrants who had come before him. The cramped space, with its creaky stairs and dim lights, became his temporary home. In his pocket, he had less than $20, 2 shirts, 2 pairs of pants, and 2 dreams, one for himself and one for his parents. He got a job washing dishes in a local restaurant. His dedication paid off. Soon he was conversing in fluent English, his accent tinged with both his native language and his adopted home. He networked with potential clients, built relationships with overseas suppliers, and navigated the complexities of international trade. Cultural differences, language barriers, financial setbacks, and logistical nightmares. Yet John stood firm. He built trust with suppliers, ensuring quality products at competitive prices. Slowly but surely, John's empire started to rise. The greasy fumes, the endless piles of plates, and the clattering of cutlery filled his days. But John didn't complain. Every evening after the city's chaos died down, John would rush to his night school. The multinational conglomerate that John Baptiste once dreamed of was now a reality. His company was a leader in its niche, respected and trusted by partners across continents. As word of mouth spread, so did his clientele. Big box retailers started taking notice. It opens doors that would otherwise remain shut, allowing individuals to step into a world of opportunities. He has stared into the abyss of poverty and emerged with a heart full of triumph. He excelled in his classes, his thirst for knowledge unmatched by any other student. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an upload. Thank you for watching. It whispers to those enduring hardship that dreams can bloom, even in the harshest of times. It reassures immigrants that the land of dreams is open, and with hard work, the impossible can become possible. Their joy knew no bounds. They saw John not just as a successful entrepreneur, but as a symbol of hope, proof that dreams could be realized even amidst poverty. Why not use his experience as an immigrant to connect businesses in America with manufacturers in his homeland? With the little savings he had managed to accumulate, John started his import company. He regularly sent money home, helping his family and friends and funding educational initiatives in his village. He believed that education was the key that unlocked doors and shattered the chains of poverty. His journey echoes with the struggles, the sacrifices, and the sheer grit that defines the human spirit. His bedroom became his office, filled with stacks of paperwork, product samples, and phone books. This could help American companies source unique products directly from overseas, cutting out middlemen and offering better deals. He finished his bachelor's degree in 3 years, something that made his parents beam with pride. But the road ahead was still long and bumpy. With calloused hands and dusty feet, he sat among young professionals and working people. Together they pursued degrees in business, technology, law, and medicine. Miles of dirt roads lay ahead, uneven and bumpy, but John didn't mind. Despite the grime and the fatigue, John never compromised on his dream. He saved every penny, enough to afford a second-hand bicycle, which made his fruit-selling expeditions faster and more efficient. His village was far from the city, from the school, from anything that could bring them progress. But for John, the walk was worth it, even if he arrived at school with an empty stomach, gnawing with hunger, or when his back was aching from the day's work, or when the other kids laughed at his torn clothes. The confines of his village and his country felt increasingly constricting. The worn-out textbooks and limited teachers couldn't quench his thirst for knowledge. At 80, with a torn backpack and a heart full of courage, John left his village behind. The walk was worth it because in John's heart bloomed a dream of becoming a doctor and pulling himself and his family out of poverty. All he saw was the school building up ahead, a beacon of hope in his otherwise bleak world. The classroom offered him respite and joy, the only place where he forgot about his rumbling stomach and the taunts of the other children. There, amidst rows of desks and benches, John found solace. He walked barefoot, not caring about the pebbles and thorns digging into his skin. His worn-out shoes had been sacrificed months ago, their tattered remains serving as a painful reminder of his circumstances. Each step took him closer to knowledge, an education that was free but hard to attain. That dream sustained him during the long walk, soothed his hunger pangs, and healed his aching body. As the years passed, John grew older. His dream grew bigger. He left his parents' worried faces and tearful embraces etched in his memory, a testament to the sacrifice he was about to make. With no money and no one to turn to, John had to rely on his wits and resilience. But John was not just surviving, he was thriving. Beneath his tough exterior beat a determined heart. He joined a local church choir, finding solace in community among the fellow immigrants and refugees who shared his faith. For John, it was a chance to learn and grow. John knew that while education was important, it wouldn't directly get him to his dream job. Years rolled by, each bringing new challenges and triumphs. Through a stroke of luck and sheer hard work, John received a worker's visa to the United States. Stepping off the plane in New York, he took a deep breath. His cousin, who had settled in America a few years earlier, helped him find a basement to share with other immigrants. With broken English and no professional connections, John had to start from scratch. He used his meager wages to buy English language books, poring over them during his rare moments of free time. One evening, while reading about business strategies, an idea struck him. The idea fermented in his mind, growing into a plan, then a strategy, then a business. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. John worked tirelessly, fueled by instant noodles and sheer determination. Obstacles piled up like towering walls, threatening to block his path. He learned the ins and outs of international trade, the tariffs, the regulations, the shipping routes. His first few clients were small businesses, impressed by his personal touch and unique product offerings. Each new client was a milestone, each order filled, a testament to John's unwavering dedication. The news of his success reached his parents and friends back home. John hadn't forgotten his roots. In his own words, education is the passport to tomorrow. Today, John Baptiste's story isn't just a tale of rags to riches. It's a beacon of hope for millions. John's life serves as a potent reminder that resilience is not just a virtue, it's a necessity. From the dusty roads of his village to the bustling boardrooms of America, John has walked a long path. This is the inspiring story of John Baptiste, a man who dared to dream big, a man who dared to walk the long walk, and in doing so, touched the lives of countless people around the world.